Hello, friends. Welcome to the channel. My name is Ivy. I will be doing your reading today. We are in November 2024, and we are looking at the first 2 weeks of November. So, November 1st through 15th is what we're going to be looking at. And this is going to be for my Aquarius folks. And I've actually already done a full shuffle, so we're just doing a quick little zhuzh up. And we'll get started. Today we're doing a 4-card spread. This will be our past, present, and future. And we're going to be looking at a crossing card on our present, which will be showing us some of the challenges and opportunities. So we have our past, present, future, and crossing card. So this is for my Aquarius folks. And goodness, looks like you guys are going through it. We've completed a cycle in the recent past, but it doesn't necessarily look like it turned out exactly the way that you wanted it or intended it. Possibly some disappointments. And that is leaving us with this sense of like apathy. Now, the good thing is that this 4 of Cups is actually reversed. So anytime we have a card that's a little bit challenging and it is showing up as reversed, then that can be an opportunity. For instance, this can also be a reevaluation. So it looks like you're actually taking this opportunity to look at some things that didn't work out. This is my card of what I would call disappointments, maybe even failures, things, again, that didn't really work out. So we're experiencing an opportunity to look at this past cycle, look at what worked, what didn't work, what in the business world they might call a post-mortem, and just kind of take stock of, and feel your feelings, right? These are all cups. So as much as, we may be thinking about these things, I also want to encourage you to feel about these things. Might be a good opportunity to journal. And, along with lessons learned, I also encourage you to look at feelings felt. How did these things show up in your body? How they show up in your emotional body? And then we have in the future, we have this 5 of Swords, which is, it's a card that shows that we've recently been battling things. And since it is the swords, those are always going to be the element of air, right? So we've got, how is this showing up in our mind? And so there may have been, a recent conflict, maybe even a betrayal. But one of the other phrases that comes in for this card is hollow victory. So there very much may have been something going on in this situation where, the phrase, do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? What I'm sensing is that there might have been this situation where you were right and you proved to this person or this group that you were right. And that really put you into this trajectory where, yes, you were right, but are you happy? You were right, but are you alone? I want to take a look at some of the other energies and maybe even some possibilities of what you can bring into this future. So we have the Knight of Wands, and then we also have the Death card. Now, what's very interesting is I am picking up on the horse in both of these cards, seeing them side by side. And the Death is, we're fully in Scorpio season. So looking at an opportunity to really let go of a way of being that has not served you well. And then this Knight of Wands of this, the willingness, the desire to actually do that. So what I'm seeing is there's an opportunity to look back at something that didn't quite work out the way that you had intended. And, when I first started reading this, it was coming through as maybe something that failed. What I'm getting now is it actually came out the way that you wanted initially, the way that you intended. But it also feels like there might have been some collateral damage, maybe with some relationships. So I would really encourage you, again, let's do some soul searching. Let's do maybe even go back to some of the folks and have some difficult conversations and be like, hey, how could I have done this better? Or if that doesn't feel like a safe place for you. At the very least, definitely encourage you to journal about these things and journal less about the actual mechanics of what happened and more about the relationships and the feelings that were involved. And now is a perfect time to do that here in Scorpio season, because that's really what Scorpio is about. It's about going deep, it's investigating, and I encourage you to use this time and that energy to investigate your insides, with the lessons of some of these newer scenarios that have played out and things that have wrapped up. All right, my Aquarii, thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this helpful, please give me a thumbs up. I do encourage you to check out some of the other videos for maybe your moon sign, your ascendant, even where your Venus is placed. And I look forward to seeing you in an upcoming video. Bye.